The Kingbull Literider E-bike is an absolute steal. This thing is jam-packed with a lot of awesome features and components and accessories that come with it, all for an affordable price. At the time of this recording, it comes in at $1,000, which is pretty affordable in my opinion, especially since it just throws all these accessories in for you as well. So it has this phone holder, the mirrors, has this bell, has fenders with it, has a rear rack. It comes with this air pump thingy. It also comes with this bike lock, so you can chain it up somewhere so someone doesn't steal it. It also comes with this bungee strap, so you can haul stuff. The one weird thing about this bungee strap though is the hooks on here don't actually fit the appropriate size of the rear rack or anywhere on this e-bike for that matter. These hooks are like too small for the rear rack, so I might have to like tie it, but hey, it's free. It comes with it. All these accessories comes with it. So that's nice. You don't have to go out and purchase all this stuff separately and spend another couple $100. It just comes with the price of this e-bike at the moment. But if you know me, I think accessories are just cool little add-ons. They don't actually improve the actual ride of the e-bike, and I think that's what matters most. How does this thing ride? What is the quality of it? So I want to review this product, share with you my thoughts, and also stay tuned to the end because I do want to share some downfalls of this that I didn't actually enjoy that much. So be sure to hear what those are. Right off the bat, I really like the appearance of this. The black mixed with the red on the e-bike looks very good together. I love that combo, but not only does it look nice, it also is very durable. This is a solid frame. It's easy to step over and it has a weight capacity of 400 pounds. Even this rear rack seems very durable. I weigh 158 pounds and it seems to hold me just fine. It's not buckling or bending. It seems to support my weight, no problem at all. It also has these nice solid rims on it paired with these 20-inch by 4-inch tires to give you more comfort and more durability if you're riding this in rugged conditions. These are a little bit more resilient than just the spokes that you'll see on other bicycle tires. It also has front suspension with 80 millimeters of travel to just help you glide over top of bumps and rocks a little bit easier so that it's not so jarring to you. This e-bike also comes with integrated lights. It has a nice large headlight up front and it has a really visible tail light in the back that also glows brighter when you squeeze the brakes, which is a nice touch. It just signals to people that you're stopping. Taking a look at the handlebar setup, these just go straight across and they have pretty standard grips on them. It also comes with a right-handed half twist throttle and also a 7-speed Shimano shifter. The one thing that's really nice about this e-bike is it comes with hydraulic brakes, and I love that on e-bikes. They just feel way easier to stop, and it just feels so much more enjoyable to actually brake on these things versus mechanical brakes. Now to turn the e-bike on, there's actually a two-step process. You have to come down here on the actual battery and toggle the switch to on, and then you have to hit the on button on the control panel right here, and that is going to turn on your display. So that's probably just a safety feature. I like when I can just hit the button and turn it on and off just because it's faster, but this is probably safer. So once you get it turned on, the screen looks good. You can see it even in the bright sunlight like this. It shows all your metrics on there, and then you can toggle through any of the settings using the control panel on the left-hand side by toggling the home button, and then you can also use the plus and minus button to change your pedal assist level. The next thing I want to talk about is how this thing actually rides, but before I do that, I want to show you that this is a folding e-bike, so you can fold the handlebars down like this, and then you can also fold it right here with this little latch and fold it in like this to be able to haul it and store it in different places. So you can see that this e-bike folds up nicely in a condensed size. If you're ever storing it somewhere, it doesn't take up as much space, and it's easier to haul in your car or your truck or take with you somewhere if you're transporting it. So that's really nice that it condenses down like this. But I will say that this e-bike feels heavy to lift up. It comes in at 73 pounds and it just is a little bit harder to get up versus some that are have not fat tires, and they don't have as big of spokes, and they don't have this durable frame. So some other e-bikes are a little bit lighter than this, even though the name is Literider. I don't know, it just feels very solid when you're actually picking it up. It's still manageable, it's still doable, you can pick it up no problem, but it just is a little bit more on that heavier weight side. But so is every other e-bike. A lot of e-bikes are heavier, so that's just the way it is. Okay, now talking about the riding experience. It feels very smooth to ride this. I feel like the suspension and the comfort of it feels really nice. I never had any issues of getting sore or uncomfortable, especially because you can raise these handlebars up and down, so you can get them to fit your exact height. You can raise and lower the seat as well. So I feel like this accommodates a lot of different sizes of riders, which is really nice. That way you can get the fit feeling comfortable for you. And then the fat tires, suspension, comfortable seat really help to smooth out your ride as well. The acceleration on this e-bike felt very gradual as well, so it's not going to whiskey throttle you out of here once you give it some gas. Or electricity in this case. It also has 5 different pedal assist levels, and then the throttle corresponds to each of those pedal assist levels. So if you're in level 1, it only goes to like 10 miles an hour, but if you're in level 5, then it goes all the way up to 28 miles an hour. That's the top speed of this e-bike, and the throttle also works to get you up to 28 miles an hour as well. So this definitely has a lot of power in it, even though it is this smaller size. The reason it feels like it has good power is because it has a 750 watt motor that actually peaks out at 1300 watts. So it has plenty of power to get you up hills, and at those faster speeds, it feels like it just zips you along no problem at all. Oh, I forgot to mention, the pedals fold up too. Ta-da! This e-bike has a top range of 50 miles on one charge, but if you're throttling a lot, or if you're in pedal assist level 4 or 5 a lot, then it's going to decrease that to around 25 to 30 miles on one charge. So just know that how you're riding this dictates how much range you're going to get. Also your weight, your size, how much you're throttling, the terrain and the elevation, the heat. There's a lot of factors, but that's generally the range you'll be at. Okay, now it's time for the cold hard truth. I promised I would share with you the things that I don't love about this product. The first thing, when you're pedaling here on this left pedal, it comes very close to the side of the frame, and I nicked my heel on it a few times. I mean, this is just a minor inconvenience, but if there was just a little bit more space from this pedal to this like left side here, that would just be a little bit better if there was a little bit more clearance. Another thing that I don't like about this e-bike is the way that it shows your battery life. It just shows it in regular bar indicators versus an actual number percentage, and I love seeing the numbers. It's just a little bit easier for me to process how much battery life I have left versus looking at these little bars on the screen, because I'm like, I don't know, am I at 50, am I at 40 now? And I'm like counting each of these little bars trying to decide how much life I have left. And also, when you're riding it in like pedal assist 4 or 5, it's gonna drop your battery life down to show you what your battery life would be if you stay riding in pedal assist level 4 or 5. So your battery life drops really rapidly, but then if you drop your pedal assist down to like 1 or 2, then it's gonna give you more battery life to show you that if you keep riding like this, then this is the range you'll have. I don't like that it fluctuates like that, because when you're toggling between different speed levels and you're using the throttle, you're letting off the throttle, your battery life indicator just keeps going up and down, and it keeps fluctuating. So it's hard to get an accurate idea of how much range you actually have to go. And I don't like that. That would be like if you're using your iPhone, and then it's like if you send someone a text, it drops really quickly to 30%, and then it goes back up to 70%, and then it's at 50%. It's just hard to get an accurate depiction of like how much battery life you actually have left. So that's one thing that I don't really enjoy. Another small detail that I'm not the biggest fan of is the cables all right here feel a little bit messy to me. They're all just zip tied together. Some of them are loose and have a lot of slack. Some of them have a lot of tension on them, and they're just kind of all right here in the front of it. So if this was cleaned up a little bit more, I think that would be a little bit nicer. The last improvement that I think Kingbull could make with this product is that it offers you really fast speeds with this e-bike, and it has a lot of power behind it. But when you're in those faster speeds, your pedals lose resistance when you're trying to actually pedal them. So in my case, I realized that after around 16 miles an hour, I noticed that my pedals just felt very loose. There wasn't much resistance there. So this either means that when I was going faster than that speed, I would just use the throttle because there's no sense in really pedaling, or I would just ride it in slower speeds when I pedaled, like pedal assist level 2 or maybe 3. 3 was kind of like borderline. It was at around like 15 miles an hour. So That's something I noticed, is that there isn't much resistance when you're in those top speeds. I mainly rode this in gear 7 as well to give myself as much resistance as possible, but I feel like it could be improved a little bit. So there it is. Those are my thoughts about the Kingbull Literider E-bike. Overall, I think it's a great quality e-bike. Despite some of those downfalls that I mentioned, I still feel like this is a solid choice for the price that it comes in at. I feel like you'll be pretty pleased with what you get. So there it is. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.